Hi and welcome to the CamijoKnit podcast. Today it is January 22nd. It is Friday, so it's the usual podcast day for me. I always do these podcasts every other Friday. So this will be uploaded and ready for you to watch sometime during Friday. Today is actually, I think, the first time for, it feels like a month, we have actually seen some sunshine. It has been so cloudy and dark and sad here. See this, my thing. The weather has been so sad and just raining and very windy. So I really like to take my dog out for a long walk every day. I really try to do that every day now that we are locked down for quarantine and I can usually go to the gym. I go to the gym 2-3 times a week. And it's just so much easier to just stay in and have coffee and knit. So these walks with the dog are really important. And when it's really bad weather, it's just so hard to get out there. So today the sun is shining. The weekend is just around the corner. I feel hopeful and happy today. And that's a rare feeling these days. I think even since the second close down here in Denmark, we have closed down just before Christmas. I think around the 16th or so, 15th maybe, we closed down. So it's over a month we have been closed down. And I do my teaching online. So I am with my students every day, even on Fridays. Usually I don't work on Fridays, but I do now since because of the quarantine, they need some the days to look the same and have something to do every day. So I'm there every day and I enjoy that very much. And I have actually promised them that I would be back later today to help them because they're working on a big project. So when I'm done podcasting, I'm actually going to go back and see if they need my help for something. So welcome to the podcast. That was a long intro. Yeah, my name is Camilla and I am filming from my home here in Denmark, close to the city of Aarhus. I live here with my husband and my girls. And yeah, you can find me as CamijoKnit on Instagram, Ravelry. My homepage is CamijoKnit.com. And yeah, you can write me as CamijoKnit on Gmail as well. So I guess that's where you can find me. Today I am wearing my melancholy sweater. And I can tell it's a little wrinkly. I just found it on the couch because I wear it a lot. So when it's too warm, I just take it off and throw it somewhere. So I'm sorry it's not as smooth and gorgeous as it should be. But I'm wearing this today because today I'm going to publish the melancholy. So once I'm done podcasting, I'm actually going to go to the website and get this pattern out there. The yarn is from Madeline Tush, and it is the Tush Merino Light, which is the single ply merino, and there's silk mohair base, which is called Impression. And this is it's the colorway Adelaide, which is my absolute favorite colorway in the Madeline Tush color selection. I just love this color. And even though I should probably, as a designer, wear more subtle colors to kind of, when you do a design like this and you work it in like a gray or a more natural color, it will appeal to more people. And since I chose a color like this, some will say I don't like that color, so they're not gonna knit this sweater. But it's just, I'm not very good at taking those decision that doesn't go with my heart, but kind of goes with a more I don't know, a more calculated decision making. I don't do that. I make all the decisions with my heart. And I can do that because it's my own company. I can do whatever I want to. So I pick the colors I like. I always do that. So I'm very, very pleased with this sweater, the melancholy sweater. Of course, you can replace the merino with or the the Tush Merino Light, sorry, with any other fingering weight yarn. So if you have a hand dye you prefer, buy the fingering weight yarn from there, or you can use any sock yarn or even a cheaper non-hand dyed. This is more expensive because it's hand dyed, so if you want to use something that's not hand dyed, like a normal sock yarn or something, that's totally fine. And then of course the silk mohair is going to be a little bit more pricey, but that will be worth the extra money, I think, because it just gives it that extra it's just so soft and nice. So yeah, so that'll be out today. I'm very excited about that, and also a little bit nervous. I had my tech editor go through everything, and then I just did the translation this week, and it's all ready. But every time I have a pattern ready and I actually just need to push send or publish, I get a little anxious that, will this do okay? Will there be any, I don't know, there can't be anything wrong with the pattern because it has been tech edited, so there will be no mistakes, but of course still there's a risk. We are only human. Even seen it, my tech editor. Yeah, so this is the finished object, and it has been finished for a long time. You have seen this before, but I'm just so happy to announce that it will be published today. Another finished object, and also a pattern that will be released, I'm thinking actually during this weekend, because it is done, and I just had my last test knitters return to me with their work. So there has been this is the Yo Adrian and I just finished this one myself in the Madeline Tush Merino DK. It's actually the same color as my Nina cardigan. It's the leopard colorway, and I have a tendency to kind of pick crazy colors for when I knit a hat. I'll just go through my stash and pick out all the gorgeous colors that I have, and usually I knit hats and stuff out of those. But when I'm outside walking the dog, my outfit is always kind of earthy toned and forest looking, so that crazy pink yellow neon hat is just kind of looking crazy. So I really wanted just a plain hat with just neutral colors and no craziness. And also I knit this size large for the original one for Adrian, and for me I just knit the size medium, and I just wanted to test and see how that would work on my head, and I actually like that. So I haven't weaved in the end yet because I didn't want to do that until I was sure it was just how I liked it. So it's just so annoying to having to pick up that weaved in yarn. Okay, so this is how it looks. It has a little slouch, and I would probably actually have preferred it to be a little bit more slouchy, but since I haven't washed or blocked the hat yet, I think that'll add some extra room and length and width. So once I wash it, it'll give a little extra to the hat. So I'm actually thinking this will be perfect. So actually Adrian is here. He has been living with me this week because the university has been closed down, so it's kind of boring to live in Aarhus all by himself, and his roommates are with their family. So he's out here for a little while, and I taught him how to knit, and actually he is working on the Yo Adrian hat for a friend of his. So that is pretty cool. Getting your 19-year-old cousin to knit, that is something. He's also a very awesome, cool drummer. So he's a talented one going to medical school. So we're very proud of him, and especially now that he's knitting and turning to be one of my apprentices. No, I'm just kidding. Actually, I'm going to take a break now because I have students calling me on the computer. They have issues with their project, so I'm just gonna go help them, and I will be right back. Okay, I am back. I just had to help some of my girls, students, with something in their project. Just for the record, I am not on work right now. You know, I have finished my classes for today, so this is just totally volunteering, just so you don't think that I'm actually at work podcasting at the same time. So glad we got that out of the way. I was talking about my Yo Adrian hat and about Adrian actually sitting in the living room knitting on his version of the Yo Adrian hat. I mentioned the yarn, the colorway, the pattern name. It will be published during this weekend. Yeah, I think that's all for the Yo Adrian. So the Melancholy and the Yo Adrian is up for publishing. That is exciting. So let's talk a little bit about works in progress. I have like a million works in progress, and some of them I guess you just haven't even seen because yeah, they just kind of live their own life in a project bag somewhere, and I take them out occasionally. But my most important work in progress, I will show you now. So, the Micella drama. If you have followed me for a while, you will know all about the contrasting color drama that I had for my Micella sweater. And you have also seen how that was solved when Sweet Petra sent me some new yarn. She sent me this caramel instead of the Shiny Happy People green version yarn. And this is the progress on the Micella sweater. And I am ecstatic. I love this. And once it's blocked, it will show off even better. So yeah, I'm knitting in Frovalbo's Yak single, and it is some of the softest, most gorgeous yarn I have ever knit in. And I had asked out on Instagram whether to, just for your opinion, on whether to stop the color work after splitting for sleeve and body, just to have only the pattern on the yoke, and then continue in just the pink color, or if I should actually do the color work on the entire sweater. And I had actually decided on that because I just think knitting the Fair Isle patterns is so much fun. Like one round just takes the next, and I had decided on that. But then when you look, it feels as if now that I have done a few rounds in the just one color, that the color work just stands out more when you have like a blank canvas, or like a, you know, more of just the one color. So I actually, after I split for the sleeve, I actually did continue to finish one of these little diamond shapes. And you can, when you knit this sweater yourself, you can kind of, depending on size, so if you're my size, you'll be needing to repeat the pattern more, you'll need to be working the Fair Isle pattern for a longer time, because I am longer from here to here because of my size than this medium-sized sweater. So you can adjust the color chart to have it end here. So you can just do an extra repeat until you have until you can either stop after this diamond or this diamond. So this is like only 8 rounds or something, so it doesn't it's not that many extra rounds you have to do to kind of finish the chart in a good place. So you can, after you divide for sleeves and body, you can continue to work in the colorway until you have reached the point where you think it looks the best. So what I'm gonna do soon, I have done my 30 centimeters of body, and I will be considering how to end the sweater, if I want to do a 1x1 ribbing, or I haven't totally decided on that yet. And then when I pick up for the sleeves, I'm gonna do another pattern repeat here, so that I will end the sleeve the same place as I end on the body. So this is looking really good, and I'm very pleased with this. And it's been so much fun to knit. And the last sweaters I have made have all been on a size 4mm needle. That's US 6. So actually knitting on, it's only at 3.5, so it's not that smaller, but just knitting on smaller needles with thinner yarn, and of course that takes a little extra time, but it is just so, it just feels so nice to have this thin, gorgeous yarn and those slim needles, and I have really enjoyed that. So I think I will also do like maybe a cowl, and even a hat. I think I will do in the same. So I kind of like to make like sets. So when I did the Elvine sweater, I also did Elvine hats and Elvine mittens. I think it's cute to kind of have a little collection with the same pattern. I enjoy that. Okay, so that was all for the Marcella sweater today. And what else am I working on? Oh yeah, I have that right here. I am working on, I did show you this the last time, but I hadn't made that much progress. I think I had just kind of cast it on for the toe. I knit these toe up. And this is in sock yarn from Fru Valborg in the colorway Nocture that I got in my Christmas calendar. This was skein number 24, which was the only 100-gram skein that was in the, all the others were minis. So working on these for my husband, because I have only knit him one pair of socks, and they kind of live in their summer house, so they are always there when, usually that's where, here in the house we have like heated floors, so it's not that cold, but in the summer house, very cold, no heated floors there. So they just live up there. But I have just started on the ribbing here at the top. This is just a plain 1x1 ribbing. I have 64 stitches. I cast on 10, I think, stitches on each side, and then I knit in the round to work my increases until I have 32 on each side. And because I'm knitting 2 at a time, I just knit from the one skein, one sock from the inside of the skein and the other pair from the outside of the skein. And it is just the perfect way to use up scrap yarns or mini skeins. So I'm actually thinking about doing a tutorial for working the sugar socks toe up. And I just want to mention that the sugar socks, they have not been translated to English yet. Oh, I feel so bad. I'm sorry about that. I will do that. I promise I'll do that soon. But it used to be a free pattern, and now it's not a free pattern anymore, but it's 5 kroners. That's like $1. And the reason why I had to, you know, actually stop it from being a free pattern anymore is that I can't link to the pattern from my Instagram if it's free. And it's when I post a picture of the sugar socks on my Instagram profile, it's just so nice to just be able to click that picture and you come directly to the website and you can buy the pattern. And I can't do that if the pattern is free. So, and yeah, I think $1 or 5 kroners is pretty fair for free work. And it's a good way of supporting me anyway. So I'm thinking about maybe actually, because I didn't do contrasting toe or cuff on these socks, but I'm actually thinking about doing a contrasting heel, just a black heel. But I haven't decided on that yet, so maybe not. Okay, so that was project number 2. Okay, I have showed you this before, but it's a long time ago, and I'm not sure I even did any progress on it. This is my Hamanu shawl. And you can see I even took out the needles because I had to use them for something else. But that's the way it is with me. I have so many projects, and when they are hibernating, this will be completed for sure. But I always have like work knitting and knitting to go knitting. And right now my knitting to go has been my socks. I actually always have a pair of socks on my needles. But right now these are my go-to project for TV knitting or whatever. And I just had just worked on the Yo Adrian. And because now with the micellar sweater, it's just knitting in the round, stockinette. That's actually pretty good for TV knitting. And right now the Danish, we watch handball in this house. And there is the World Championship right now. So handball is on TV at least 2 or 3 times a week. So we watch that. And that's just the micellar sweater right now. It's just really good for TV knitting. And when I'm done with that, this could be another excellent TV knitting project because it's so simple. Let me just show you the picture of the finished work. I think I actually wore this shawl on my latest podcast, so you can go and watch that if you haven't already seen it. What else do I have? I'm just grabbing whatever bag I have close by. Okay, so this is my corner to corner actually knit. I was gonna say knit, it's not knitted because this is crochet, but this is my corner to corner crochet that I am doing in all my DK weight scraps, and I'm working on a 4.5, that's a 7. And I have all sorts of scraps in here, some leftover yarn from I think I did a Esker baby cardigan in this from Ravelry, some leftover from the Yo Adrian. Actually, this is leftover from my Nina cardigan, but it is the same colorway. Some leftover from Esther's Nina cardigan, that's the Mars Rover. So this is all DK weight I have in here. So my plan was to make a big corner to corner crochet blanket in all my DK weight scraps. I also really like the granny striped crochet blankets, and I was actually thinking about doing one of those, but I just hate to do that first chain where you do like, I don't know, 130 or 50 or something, and then you knit or crochet back and forth. But just doing that first chain and working that first row is just pain. So this is so much easier to get started because you just crochet like 3 chains and then you go and then you start. So I think I have linked this before in show notes earlier, the pattern. Or either, just Google corner to corner crochet blanket. It is so easy, and there are like 1 million YouTube videos out there. So instead of me trying to find the same one, doesn't matter whose video you use. So I have this corner to corner blanket in the DK weight, and I also have a corner to corner blanket in my single merino 1 ply. And I think maybe I should show you because I don't think I have showed that for a while. Yeah, so every time I find or knit something in this single ply merino, I just throw it in here. And actually I just found this the other day because my mom was here and her feet were cold, so she kind of wanted to, she was going to my summer house and she wanted to bring a pair of knitted socks. Not that she was asking me for it, but she was just, she forgot to bring them or she couldn't find them at home. And then I felt bad because I actually did knit her a pair of socks. But at her house a long time ago, I borrowed those socks and I didn't return them. and I kind of thought she forgot about it because I used them. So I actually had to return those socks, and then I discovered that there was a hole in the socks, so I had to mend them. And luckily I found the exact yarn that I used for her socks. This is Sauberball, which is German sock yarn that is just so much fun. They always have these crazy colors, and this one is just grading from a very deep dark purple to a more lighter shade pink. And when I saw this, I was like, I have to throw this in the basket for the corner to corner single ply yarn. So if I had shown this recently, I'm sorry. I don't remember if I did. I'm using I'm so blind without my glasses. This is a 3.5, so this is a US 6. And this is actually my favorite crochet hook. And I have just recently added some of the silky yak because I had a little from when I did my swatch. There was a little left, and it's just a tiny skein of the silky yak. So this is only because there was a little left from a swatch. So this is the progress. It's huge, and I have stopped increasing on this side, so you can see it's actually a corner now. So I did increase up till here, and then I stopped with the increases, but I'm still working increases on the other side because I want to add length, so it won't be a square. It will be like this shape, like rectangular. Is that a word? It's a word in Danish. I'm hoping it's a word in English. Anyway, in the beginning, I was kind of going for a pinkish look. I didn't want to add any green or blue. So you can see in the beginning, it's mostly yellow, black, purple, pinks. But then this happened, this speckled one with some greens, and I thought, oh well, maybe I can add a little. Then I had a leftover stripy yarn from some socks that I did, added the rest of that, and that kind of gave a little bit more of the blue and the green. And I had some gorgeous speckled yarns from Hedgehog that had all these green speckles, so I kind of opened up for that. And then this minty green is left over from my What the Fate or Find Your Fate shawl from Andre Mari that I did a long time ago. So in here, I forgot what this is. I think this is some leftover yarns from, I don't know, I don't remember what this is, but it's pretty, like all pink and yellowy. And this one right here is some leftover from the Hue Loco yarn that I use for my Kelmas mittens. And now I just have a tiny stripe of the caramel colored silky yak that I have. And I will be adding that purple yarn from Sauberball. And I also have some of the speckled green from my Pillow Moss mittens that I just love. And I have heard that Metal and Touch are not gonna continue to do these with glitter. That is so sad. So buy it now because it's not gonna stay. Okay, so that was a little on my crochet projects that I had a plan that I was gonna work on those on Sundays, but I haven't been really good at keeping up that promise to myself because I usually just knit on something that has a deadline. Anyway, I want to show you something new because I just had a shop update this Sunday with some new bags. And I'm very excited about these new bags. It's linen, and I have had them made in 3 colors. This first color is the pistachio color, and it has, like always, gorgeous linen on the inside. I don't understand. It's called linen and it's called linen. So the fabric on the outside is linen. But don't you always also say that what is inside is linen? I'm sure I have misunderstood something. But what you can see here is the pockets are here. The same fabric as the outside. Always 3 pockets, and the pocket in the middle is always a little slimmer, so you can put your needles here without them falling down in the bottom of the pocket. I hate when that happens. So this is the green one. This is the size large. I only have a few of these in the large size. I think I actually only have 2 left. And I have had, actually I needed this small size because I was almost out of the small size knitting bags. And I just thought it would be cute to have a few of the big ones made. So if anyone of you wanted like a set like this, that was possible. I don't think I have had, yeah, except for one bag that has like that was a pink corduroy with gold spots. I had that in the small, and I also have that in the large size. But that's little corduroy bag was just sold, even, you know, like that. I only had one, and it was sold like immediately. But I like these sets, and I can't even decide which one to keep for myself because I just can't decide on what color I like the most. And this is the pink, almost like a nude color with a yellowy, creamy inside and a pocket. I might go for this one because I just love the pink. I just really like this one. Yeah. And that also has one of the small ones, so you can get like a set like this. And maybe I should give you guys a discount code, huh? I will write a discount code down in the show notes. No, I will not, because only if you see the podcast you get the discount code. So I will put the discount code, let me think, here. No, here. Somewhere around here there will be a code for you guys. And I will give you 10% off the knitting bags. And I'll just give you 10% off any of the knitting bags or project bags that I have in the shop right now. And the discount code will be, let's say, for 1 week. So this will end next Friday 29th. It will end. So for 1 week, the discount code will be available. And what should we call the discount code? Project bag, so PB10. PB10, I'll put that here. And you can get 10% of the project bags. And I think I will do a limitation, so you can only do that one time. So you can, it's just to, yeah, limit it to 1 use, I think, per customer. And this is the blue version with the, look at this linen. This, I thought to begin with that it was flowers, but can't you tell it's like teeny tiny deers. It is so cute. And the blue is just like a dusty jeans kind of blue. And that also has a baby sister right here. One of the pink bags, the small ones. Make sure you check that out if you want to order one, because one of them has the blue linen. This linen. One of the pink ones has the blue linen. So if you want to order one of these, make sure you pick out the one with the linen that you want. And I only have one pink with the blue. So if that is the one you really want, don't wait, because I only have that one. So that was a little CamijoKnit project bags by Hoyer. Let me just show you the tag, because I'm so proud of that tag. Do you think it looks cute? It's like a neon orange on a white base, but because all the thread is on the inside here, it looks, when you look at it, it looks a little lighter pink. I think that's so cute. Okay, so I think that was update for project bags and knitting. And what else? When I was younger, I used to watercolor a lot. I wasn't like really good at it or anything, but I just really enjoyed that. And since I have bought the Hobonichi calendar in Denmark, this is not a thing. I don't think you can even buy the Hobonichis here in Denmark. I saw this at Sandy by the lakeside. She has one of these calendars, and I think I have showed this in my Vlogmas, the Hobonichi, but I just love it. The paper is so thin, and for every day of the month you have an entire page. And for this is, I'm going to get back to you on that watercolor, but the idea for me getting back to watercolor is because of the calendar, because it also has like weeks, so you can see for 1 week there's a day per week, and there's even like a page for the entire month. And it's just amazing because I can use the calendar for both work and hobby and the whole CamijoKnit and podcasting thing. And since I got the Hobonichi calendar, it's a Japanese calendar, and I can tell that people who has a Hobonichi, many of them are, it's like a hobby to own the calendar and a hobby to kind of decorate it, and people go nuts in these Japanese washi tapes. And in the beginning I was like, why do you want to buy like a colorful washi tape? For what? I didn't understand. And now I have them. I just ordered some from Japan that'll be here any day. I can't wait to show them and share that with you. But yeah, anyway, this calendar just kind of got me back into that other creative side that I have, this, which is like drawing, painting. And I kind of went, you know how you go on YouTube and search for something, and that just kind of opens a new door. So I saw that people was using watercolor in their Hobonichis just for, you know, decorating or making a background or something. And I got so into that. So I ordered some watercolors, and I have been practicing and just, you know, for fun, working a little, doing some watercolor. And I have been actually these puppies, I just kind of went online, searched for how to do puppies in watercolor, how to paint a mushroom with watercolor, how to whatever, and just kind of, you know, get back into the watercoloring thing, because I have forgotten all the basic on how to paint. And I kind of just thought it was fun, so I have started painting in my Hobonichi, and I use watercolor, and yeah, I just have so much fun, you know. Every day I write a little something, nothing too much, but just what is going on today. What did we do? Anything fun? Did we see anyone? Did anything special happen, like this Wednesday when Joe Biden was did his I have trouble saying that word, did his speech and became the president. I'm just gonna not try to say inauguration day, But that was a big day, so I wrote a little something about that, and I do that every day. And it's not like a diary, but just more like just like 30 minutes every day where I draw a little, paint a little, write a little. And it's a good way to just, and these days are just so crazy. So I think that in the future, it's just be nice to go back and see, what did we even do during quarantine? What was it like during quarantine? Because right now I think we're just here and surviving every day. And I don't think we think about it too much maybe anymore. It's just, we have gotten so used to wearing our face masks and stay at home and be isolated that it's like even my students are like, yeah, it's fine. So it's sometimes I think a way of surviving this is just to forget that other world exists. The other day I was talking to my girls about this, one of our favorite restaurants, and I was like, yes, I forgot that existed, you know. So it's like I have become so used to living in this quarantine bubble that it's like I think it's a survival mechanism or something, that I just close my eyes and, you know, and every day just pretend we're all good. And we are doing good. We are fine. We are all healthy, and we're doing the best we can. We're keeping up our good spirits and good moods, and we just do so much as we can to keep ourselves sane. And for me, one way of keeping myself sane is challenging myself and doing something creative. So if you are going nuts, maybe you should, you know, dig into some of those things you enjoyed when you were younger or when you were a kid. I just bought all these pencils, or not pencils, but these are pen brushes, and it's just like they're so pointy. It's just like why have I lost words all of a sudden? Like a paintbrush, and they are water-based, so they blend into each other. So they work just like watercolor. And I started out just buying a few, and then I bought a few more, and actually today I'm gonna pick up even more colors. This makes me happy. And I think that's actually the most important thing we can do when we're all at home and being isolated is remember what it is that actually makes us happy. And for me, I try to enjoy that I have my girls home every day, and I cook lunch for them every day, and I fix breakfast for them every day, and I draw and I paint and I knit and I design and I watch YouTube and I walk my dog. And when the sun is out like today, I am happy about that. So of course I have days where I think everything is shitty and I feel sad, and but I also really work hard at doing what I love and not worry too much about the stuff I can't do anything about anyway. So maybe if we all try that a little, it'll all work out. Anyway, I think I have been talking too much already. So make sure you go visit the shop if you want to buy a new project bag. Use your discount code PB10 for a 10% discount on the project bags. What else? Yeah, one more thing. If you like following me here, or if you like following me on Instagram, one way of supporting me is just to leave a comment every now and then on the posts I do on Instagram, because the algorithm there is just insane. So if I don't get any comments, my posts will just disappear into blank space. So if you want to keep seeing my posts on your Instagram, make sure you comment and like my pictures. If you don't want to see any of my posts on your Instagram, I'm sure you wouldn't be here watching the podcast, but if you are not interested in seeing my stuff on your Instagram, of course you shouldn't like and comment. But if you want to keep having my posts in your newsfeed or in your top posts or the posts that are shown on your Instagram, make sure you do like and comment every now and then, because that is my only chance of getting out there. And right now I am drowning on Instagram. there's so much out there and so many people out there. And I can see even on my own that I see the same people all the time. So every now and then I go through all the people that I follow and make sure I like the ones that I like the most, to make sure that they actually appear on my feed. So that's just one way of supporting without spending any money, if you want to. I think that's it for today. Please make sure you subscribe and like if you still want to like and subscribe. And if you're not a subscriber, I really encourage you to do subscribe so you don't miss an episode. And you can even click on that little bell down there so you get a notification every time there's a new podcast out. And time for breathing, because I've been talking too fast. Thank you so much for watching, and I think I'll do a vlog soon. I think during the winter when we go to the summer house, I'll do another vlog from up there, where I have decent nature and something gorgeous to show besides a house in quarantine. So take care, have a nice weekend, and go check out the Melancholy and the project bags.